This is the value of wrestling. The revolutionary force in wrestling podcasting.
Who's next to jump ship? Is Adam Cole's injury more serious than we thought? What about the TBS technical issues for this week's Dynamite? And what's going on with Matt Caster? So much news and so much more. So join us with this week's episode. Oh, you know who I am. It's me. I'm the big time. This is the value of wrestling. And welcome to a brand new episode of Big Time Rant, where we rant, talk, and discuss everything going on in the world of professional wrestling, even breaking down the news. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start with Adam Cole's ankle surgery situation takes a bleak turn. Adam Cole's injury is worse than some thought, and isn't good news as he was going strong has half of the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. He was also involved in the main event storyline with MJF, but that had stopped suddenly when he had to go out of action. Adam Cole appeared on AEW Dynamite this week. There may have been big audio issues which AEW had to correct, but he was still on the show. That being said, don't expect to see Mr. Bebe in the ring anytime soon. In a Twitch stream, he revealed the doctors have told him that he will need 2 surgeries on his ankles, and it's not the news that anyone wanted to hear. Adam Cole is said to have 4 plates and 4 screws put in him in the process. Cole also said that this is the most painful injury he's ever been through, but he's confident that he will return to the ring. That being said, it doesn't appear that Adam Cole has even gone under the knife yet. This is disappointing because every week that he's out of action is costing AEW even more time without a top star. Hopefully Adam Cole get his injury corrected so he can start the long road to recovery once again. This, again, is coming from Ringside News. Adam Cole looks like he's going to have 2 surgeries, a little more in-depth than we thought initially. AEW, TBS issues response after technical botch on AEW Dynamite. AEW Dynamite brought a big show with WrestleDream followed, but it wasn't without mistakes. In fact, Adam Cole's entire video was botched to the point that they had to re-air the entire thing later on. TBS has now released a statement on the matter. And PW Insider reached out to TBS to see if there are maybe any special AEW replays due to the issue with last night's cable guide DVR listings. TBS responded saying that they are not going to re-air the episode of Dynamite at this time. The episode can be found on demand format. And the last night's Dynamite is currently available on TBS.com website as well as the app. And we are working to find out more potential video on demand options for those who missed. As soon as we hear, we'll let you know. So a lot of fans were there this week. They garnered 80,000 viewers. Apparently the company is doing something right, but next week will be real tests as they take their show to Tuesday, and NXT is ready for the appearance with Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Paul Heyman, Asuka, possibly Becky Lynch, and so much more. So they definitely need to get their technical issues. TBS has responded about it, and hopefully they will get their end fixed. AEW Dynamite viewership is in for WrestleDream Fallout with Adam Copeland. Adam Copeland was a big surprise to cap off WrestleDreams, and they followed that up on Dynamite this week. They opened up the show with an Edge reference and closed it with Christian Cage telling Copeland to go F yourself. How did the viewership turn out? Well, Sports TV rating reports that the October 4th episode of AEW Dynamite brought an overnight average of 800,000 viewers with a .28 in the 18 to 49 demographic. That was their episode with the Aftermath of WrestleDreams. The Go Home episode of AEW Dynamite before WrestleDreams brought in 855,000 viewers on September 27th. They also captured a .28 in the 18 to 49 demographic. That was a huge drop from the previous week's viewership, which saw around 100,000 spike. The company brought in 948,000 viewers for their Dynamite Grand Slam episode on September 20th. They also garnered a .36 in the 18 to 49 demographic. The September 13th episode had 888,000 with a .31 in the 18 to 49 demographic. And then on the beginning of September, it pulled in 887,000 with a .31 in the 18 to 49 demographic. So AEW is definitely seeing a small decrease in viewership on TV this week, even with Adam Copeland on the air. That is something that Tony Khan, AEW are going to have to look at going into Tuesday night, going up against NXT, which is seeing ratings increases. A lot of eyes are turning into NXT. Max Caster, let's talk about Max Caster. MJF might not have been messing around when he told Max Caster to back off him. Apparently, the Acclaimed member did not take those words as seriously as the devil would like. We previously covered MJF threatening to file a restraining order on Max Caster. As you remember, Max Caster has claimed in the past that he is dating MJF. Max Caster apparently didn't want to listen to MJF. He posted a photo that he may or may not have taken of the AEW World Champion in the airport, along with the caption that said, "Spotted the King of Wrestling, King Maxie." Caster also included a few lovely emojis and a crown on MJF's head. MJF saw the post and he replied, "Oh, come on." Obviously, he wasn't happy about this and continued attention from Max Caster. Only time will tell what Caster says next to openly flirt with MJF online, because he's already gone on record to say that MJF is his boyfriend. So we'll have to see how more of this plays out as we go forward. But with that said, who's next? Who is next in line to make a big jump to WWE from AEW? Lots of names speculated to join AEW in the future, from a Mustafa Ali, a Dana Brooke, a Matt Riddle, Dolph Ziggler, many of the Shelton Benjamin, many of the names that were released by WWE. A lot of talk going forward that they may wind up joining AEW. But who's next to maybe jump from AEW to WWE? Recently, Jade Cargill jumped over to WWE after Tony Khan gave her a huge offer, even an offer bigger than what she asked for. Tony Khan initially gave her one offer. She came back with another offer, and Tony Khan went up and above that offer to try to get her to stay, and she still went to WWE. And it makes you question what was the deciding factor in that jump. But who's next? Jade Cargill, being a Cody Rhodes Cody Rhodes person, this makes you wonder if people like a Ricky Starks, who is, has a close relationship with Cody Rhodes, or maybe a Wardlow, or maybe even MJF himself, who has said he has not signed a contract extension. He may be the AEW World Champion, but that, negotiation of 2024, as he's talked about in the past, could be a real thing. Ricky Starks would be a top star in WWE pretty quickly. He's got the charisma. He's got the look. There's a lot that WWE could do with him, and him being a Cody Rhodes guy, I would think Cody would definitely try to get him to come over to WWE, and WWE is very, very interested in Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks is being pushed on AEW TV, but how long will that last, and where are they really pushing him? It's kind of a roller coaster road. It seems like they want to get behind him, but they don't really know where to push him. So it is definitely going to be interesting to see what happens when Ricky Starks' contract comes up. Will he make that jump to WWE? Can WWE sign the Ricky Starks, or will Ricky Starks wind up staying with AEW, and will AEW continue to push him, or are they only pushing him to keep him around and keep him from going to WWE? We have to wait and find out. What about Wardlow? Wardlow returned to AEW Dynamite this week. He was there. He came out, squashed Griff Garrison in a very quick, weird match where there wasn't even a pin. The referee just called the match. Then he jumped out of the ring, didn't even have his head raised, walked out through the crowd. Then he go back to the gorilla. A lot of speculation possibly there on what's going on, but I mean, AEW and Tony Khan dropped the ball on Wardlow. They built Wardlow really up, gave him the TNT title, then had him lose it, win it, lose it, win it. He's a 3-time TNT champion already, and it's just it's left him with a bad rub. Then he disappeared from TV in June, I believe it was, and we haven't seen him until on the last episode of Dynamite, which was last night. Yes, so it's very interesting to see. Wardlow would be a huge get for WWE. WWE definitely likes that style of look and competitor, and Wardlow would definitely fit into the WWE world quite quickly and quite easily. Definitely could be a big name on NXT, could definitely go right up to the main roster and be a huge part of WWE's future. Wardlow may be one of the big names that's going to jump ship from AEW to WWE. If you looked at his attitude or the way he was coming off on TV, now this may be a heel turn for Wardlow, and that may be what that is setting up, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what is going to happen with Wardlow going forward. Now, what about MJF? MJF is totally a Cody Rhodes guy. We know this. It has been spoken out. They have a history together. They've had a storyline together. Is there MJF talking about going to WWE? Well, MJF's thrown it out there many times. He's looking at trips and making the innuendos, and I know WWE definitely is watching what MJF is doing, because they could do huge things with MJF and WWE. Could we see a Seth Rollins versus MJF match? That would be some great promo work. So we're going to have to wait and see what's going to happen with the AEW champion and MJF himself. Right now, the storyline with him and Adam Cole seems to be on a hiatus, and now he's going to jump in the ring at Full Gear against the Switchblade, Jay White. So we'll have to see how the storyline goes, how it plays out. Jay White was jumped last week after the show, and it was a man in the devil mask, and it was apparently, it's all being blamed on MJF. MJF saying it wasn't him. So we're going to have to find out how that storyline goes and how big of a play out, but it's getting close to 2024. Will MJF make its jump? It is all up in the air. Only time will tell. And are there other names on that roster that feel that they're not getting the attention they need? Are there former WWE stars that are ready to go back to get their attention that they think they deserve, that they may get a little better off than they are in AEW? AEW keeps pushing and, taking stars up, and then they kind of fizzle out for a while. So it's always interesting. Julia Hart just had a big wrestle match at Wrestle Dream, lost to Chris Statlander, and now it looks like she's going to take some time off. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But the future is going to be a women's wrestling. There's a lot of names on the free agent market that may be coming to AEW. There's some that could still go to WWE. And then there's a lot that are to come that could make a big jump from WWE to AEW to WWE. And that could really change the name of the game. So we're going to have to stay on top of it, and we will let you know when we hear anything new. But for now, I'm the Big Time. This is the Value Wrestling. If you like what you hear, your support is going to help us. If you can hit that subscribe button, it will not cost you anything. Just hit it, and you will become part of the Value Wrestling family, and that is an important part to be of. You will be part of this growing community, which is taking leaps and bounds to grow and become one of the best wrestling podcasting in the IWC, and we need your help and support. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and while you're doing that, make sure you ring that bell for notifications so when any new videos come out, any new shorts, or when we go live, because we'll be going live after Fastlane on Saturday night, and of course 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sunday, we will be here doing a weekly roundup live. So make sure you're here for that. So make sure you definitely ring that bell for notifications. We'd love your comments. Go ahead and drop any comments you want to talk about below. Talk about this. Talk about who you think will be jumping ship one way or the other. Who you see going forward. Who's going to go to AEW? Who's going to go to WWE? Who's going to go somewhere else? We can't wait to see. So share your comments below. But until next time, I've been the Big Time. This is Value Wrestling.